the classic kit lens. We've talked about them before. Raymond and I have owned many. Even when we have lenses costing 10 times more, we can't escape the kit lens. And today I'm going to talk about why, and also how to squeeze the most value and performance out of your kit lens before you dismiss it as an inferior choice. Hi, my name is Leigh, and I like cameras, and I make videos about anything where you might have one in your hand. I even have complete courses that take you from the very basics to a finished product in several genres of photography. Technicals and terminology, gear, creativity. I talk about all of it in an easy to understand way. Courses are available to my members, so check the link in the description to learn more about channel membership. I do things a little different in how I offer my courses, and it ends up costing you less than the cost of a latte to check it out for a month. And you also gain access to my weekly members only videos and my ebooks and some other stuff. But let's get back to the matter at hand. Kit lenses tend to be small, inexpensive, and lightweight. This is the 20 to 60 millimeter kit lens that we purchased with our Panasonic S5. While this lens normally sells for about $600, when purchased as a kit with the camera, it cost us half that. You may see kit lenses for APS-C cameras around the 18 to 55 millimeter range. And for full frame cameras, yes, those can have kit lenses too, the 24 to 70 millimeter range is the norm, but there are certain exceptions, such as our 20 to 60, which is just a bit wider, which we love. And the 60 millimeters on the long end, less zoom than the normal 24 to 70, but we're happy to trade a little bit of extra reach for the wide end that really creeps into ultra wide territory. And for the L mount, this is the widest we've got on any of our lenses, so chalk one up to Panasonic on this one. But regardless of brand, kit lenses are designed to give you a good experience with your camera as you learn the ins and outs of it. And for many, that is going to be the one lens for their camera. So the manufacturers have an interest in keeping it light, easy to use, fairly durable, and inexpensive. All right, that all sounds great, but what's the compromise? And how does it prevent you from doing great things? The good news is that kit lenses are better than ever, and we've purchased them without hesitation in the last several years. They are often plastic lenses and seldom carry the same weatherproof ratings as more expensive lenses for the same system. The perception can be that they are optically inferior or even substandard. One very real difference with kit lenses is they do not usually offer very wide apertures, which can negatively impact low light photography and your ability to have beautiful bokeh when you want it, such as in portrait photography. Let's talk about those aspects. Plastic can be less durable than metal, depending on the construction of the lens and how much wear you expect to subject it to. If you're out in the field all the time, in and out of vehicles, all gear can take a beating, and because of their lightweight construction, kit lenses can certainly feel the pain. If you are more of a fair weather shooter and gentle on your gear, kit lenses make a lot of sense. That being said, they can certainly take their lumps. Optically, at least for the past 10 years, kit lenses have amazed us. Even the collapsible 16 to 50 millimeter kit lens that we had for our Nikon Z50 produced stunning images and rewarded our desire to take it everywhere. And our full frame Nikon Z kit lens was the 24 to 70 millimeter f4. More about what makes that aperture different than most kit lenses in a few moments, but it was a top performer as well. We did end up selling it to KEH because we do also own the Nikon 24 to 70 f2.8 lens, but Raymond and I have both commented more than once that we miss that lens. And we also had the venerable 18 to 55 f-mount kit lens several times in several variants for several cameras. And a couple weeks ago, I used the Sony APS-C kit lens on the ZV-E10 and found it to do a very good job. The elephant in the room is aperture and bokeh. Here are some truths. Most kit lenses open their aperture up to f3.5 or f4, and that's pretty good, but that's usually only at your absolute widest focal lengths. On the long end, very common is f5.6, but as kit lenses get more compact, we're seeing f6.3 on the long end, which can truly be a penalty in low light, and your bokeh won't be what it would be at, say, f1.4 with a dedicated 85mm portrait lens. However, what if I told you that increasing your ISO when needed to compensate for f5.6 or f6.3 isn't much of a liability anymore, that the days of ISO 1600 images looking like abstract art are long gone? Raymond and I both lean on auto ISO quite heavily, especially when using variable aperture lenses, so that's one option worth exploring on your camera. Now for the main event, the bokeh. Here's what you want for that portrait. Use the long end of your kit zoom, so that could be 50, 60, 70, 75, 90 millimeters. Just go as far as you can. And then be selective about your background. Keep it as far away as possible. Here's some examples. And bridge camera users, like you all with the Nikon P900, P950, and P1000, you can get in on this too. Go for a long focal length, get that background far away, and you might just pull off a great portrait even with that kit lens. If you are interested in portraits, I go into detail on mimicking a shallow depth of field in my course on classic portrait photography. Again, link in the description to learn more about channel membership. Do you have a kit lens? Do you lean on it for your photography? What are your tips? Are you happy with yours, or is it something that you only use sometimes, or is it something that you want to replace? Let us know down in the comments. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.